right, out for another evening ride. My daughter has gone to sleep, so this is typically the time where I get to get out and ride the bike. It is past 7:30. I want to make sure I help out at the house. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing well. Today's video, just kind of jump right into it. I don't have a ton of life left on the GoPro for whatever reason. I forgot to charge the batteries. But today's video is really just going to be about my impressions on my 2020 Fox Factory 36 front fork. I've had this fork now for about 2 weeks. I've probably put maybe 20 or so miles, 30 miles on it would be my estimate. And in short, it's really hard not to love the top of the line stuff. If you're buying one of these, you're dropping some serious money on suspension, which, if you think about it, my philosophy is always work on the touch points of your bike first. Like if you're gonna spend money, if you've got a drivetrain that works and suspension that feels good enough for you, I'd move on to grips and handlebars, stem length, making sure that the reach and everything just feels comfortable to you as a rider. Because if you yourself feel comfortable on the bike, it's going to inspire confidence and it's going to make you ride better. But if you've got all of that dialed and you're wanting to do something else to your bike, now rear suspension gets a little tricky, mostly because you have to match the dimensions of your rear shock spacing. You have to make sure it's compatible. So if you want something that's fairly easy, you may want to look at getting a new fork. Rear suspension is great, but if you think about it, the majority of your impacts are happening up front. So, my intent on going to the Factory 36, there's a couple of reasons. One, I found a really great deal in my local classified, so search there, because you may be able to find something in decent shape. But two, I've always ridden the Fox Factory stuff, and honestly, I've just really enjoyed it a lot. It works well, it functions well, it's super durable. It does take some time to get dialed in, but once you get it in dialed, it's pretty awesome to work with. So 2-week impression is I love it. I've owned a 2018 as well as a 2019 Fox Factory, and there's something a little different about the 2020. It feels way more supple off the top and has a lot of support when you dig down into it. More importantly, I've noticed the off the top suppleness. It tracks really, really well. Now, that was honestly something that I had to get used to, because truth be told, I was much more used to forks that weren't as supple on those really tiny small hits. And so to me, those forks are a little bit more poppy because they're a little bit firmer when they sit in their travel, just on the top of the travel, right? This fork is poppy, and I did get it dialed, but it definitely took a minute for me to do so. So I absolutely love it. I think it's an awesome fork. I think you can't go wrong if you decide to go for it. They're expensive, but honestly, if you're gonna go for one, get the 2020. The Lost Co has an excellent video that I will link in the description below on how to set these things up. I basically followed their instructions and it worked out really awesome. And Worldwide Cyclery does a really great job on how to choose your front suspension. So I will also put a link to that video in the description below as well, to kind of help you guys out. So anyways, love the fork, love how it rides. Would highly, highly recommend it if you're gonna do some sort of upgrade. All right. Let's shift this into the right gear. More, there we go, not too much. You may have noticed the new M6s on here. Pretty stoked about those. It's a pretty sweet bar. Feel good. That was a good run. That may be a personal record PR on Strava. All right, everyone. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. It was a short one. Just wanted to check in, let you know what I was thinking with the Fox Fork. So anyways, until next time, shred it and ride happy, man.